These are the hiring mistakes that quietly kill ecom and agency growth. They make you hire too late, attract average people, and choose candidates who sound good but can't drive performance. The cost is months of wasted interviews, weak creative output, and a founder who stays stuck in the weeds. In this video, I'll show you what to avoid before your next hire. For context, I spent the last 5 years running a performance creative agency where we worked with over 108 and 9-figure DTC brands. And over that time, we interviewed over 500 different team members and hired over 100 people for our teams and our clients' teams. So the number one mistake is hiring when the team is already drowning. Most founders wait until creative performance is dropping, the founder is buried in approvals, or the team is already overwhelmed before they start hiring. By then, they're hiring out of pressure instead of clarity. So they rush the process, they lower their standards, and they settle for whoever seems good enough. And that's how you end up hiring someone who technically fills the role, but doesn't remove the bottleneck. Real quick, if you want more videos on hiring creative strategists, building creative teams, and scaling ecom brands with better talent, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Mistake number 2 is writing a vague job post. Most job posts are too broad. They ask for someone creative or data-driven and experienced with paid ads, but they don't explain what the person actually needs to own. So instead of attracting strong creative strategists, they attract junior marketers, social media marketers, junior copywriters, and people who know how to make pretty ads but don't understand performance creative. A better job post should clearly mention customer research, creative testing, ad performance analysis, angle development, briefing, and paid social experience. Point number 3 is vetting confidence instead of actual thinking and results. So a lot of candidates sound great in interviews. They know how to talk about all the metrics, hooks, UGC, CPA, ROAS, all of that stuff. But sounding smart on a call doesn't prove you're actually good at the job. So instead, I'd advise you to do 2 things. Number 1, look for results. Show me, don't tell me. So that means show me the proof, show me your video ads, show me your static ads, show me the ad account, show me screenshots of results, show me the motion dashboard, show me what you've done. And if you can show me, then that gives me reassurance that you're actually good at what you do. And on top of that, you don't just want to do that and then ask some interview questions. You want them to do a test. Give them an actual trial task or a test to see their skills in action. And after doing these 2 things, looking at the results, asking those interview questions, and then doing a trial task, that's when you'll know whether someone is actually good versus just being confident on the call. That way you can see how they think and not just how they talk. Point number 4 is expecting junior hires to solve senior problems. A lot of brands will hire someone cheap and expect that person to completely transform their business. They expect them to own strategy, performance analysis, briefing, creator coordination, creative direction, and so many other things. But that is usually unrealistic. A junior hire can support research, inspiration, and execution, but they probably can't build your entire creative system. And they'll probably struggle to make strategic decisions without guidance. So that's the thing, like when you hire a junior person, there's a lot of hand-holding. And the whole point of hiring someone is to ultimately free up more space for yourself. So hiring a junior requires a lot of effort. You usually have to do a lot of hand-holding. You have to guide them every step of the way. They're gonna have a lot of questions and they're not gonna solve your problems. And that's why you have to go with someone senior. And in order to go with someone senior, you gotta pay senior prices. Because if you go with the junior, you as the founder are gonna end up creating the strategy, reviewing the concepts, and explaining why the ads are not working. So you're basically doing the junior's job for them. And point number 5 is not having a repeatable hiring process. Most brands treat hiring like a one-off task. They post a job, scan resumes, do a few interviews, pick the person who sounds the best, and hope that it works. But if you don't have a clear scorecard, a test task ready to go, a proper interview structure, and proof requirements, every hire becomes a gamble. Your process should make it obvious whether a person has actually worked for a real D2C brand and whether they've actually scaled ads and driven performance. Now, spotting these mistakes helps, but the real pain starts when you're in month 3 with bad applicants, weak interviews, and no hires who can actually improve creative. That's why me and my team help D2C brands and agencies find vetted creative strategists in 1 to 2 weeks. And when I say vetted, I mean vetted. Guys who have produced winning ads that have spent over 100K, who've worked at reputable D2C brands, and we do it fast. We do it in 1 to 2 weeks. So if that sounds like it'd be valuable to you, just click the link in the description and we'll see if we can help you out. But before you hire, watch this video on what the role should own in 2026, so you know who's actually good versus who just sounds good.